Welcome to Animal Atlas. Come with us around the globe and explore the animal world and its jungle animals and desert creatures. We'll meet wildlife on the savannah and see our underwater friends. And animals from the Arctic Circle. Anywhere, everywhere animals live. It's always an adventure. Today on Animal Atlas, we've gone fishing, in a manner of speaking. Yes, waters everywhere are teeming with fish. In fact, there are more types of fish in the world than there are types of mammals, reptiles, birds, and amphibians combined. Sound impressive? It is, unless you're an insect. Scientists have identified close to 1 million of these invertebrates and believe there could well be 3 times that many. But in the world of vertebrates, or animals with a backbone, fish rule. Yes, there are close to 25,000 different types of fish worldwide. Paying a visit to an underwater world can take special equipment, or a glass wall, or floor, or sometimes just a bird's eye view. But it's always worth a visit. What's the one thing that all fish have in common? Water. The life of a fish is an aquatic life. 71% of the Earth's surface is covered with water, which makes fish everywhere wildly ecstatic, or at least mildly pleased. Fish live in the world's oceans, from the ice-cold polar regions where, in the north, the polar bear lives, to the South Pole, where penguins make their home. Fish are also abundant in warm tropical seas, where we find coral reefs, which are animals and not flowering plants as their appearance might suggest, along with other remarkable-looking creatures. Fish also make their home in freshwaters, from Great Lakes to rivers, small pools, and ponds. Almost anywhere where water life can be sustained, we'll find fish. Of course, we'll find plenty of other water dwellers too, from those on the surface, like ducks and swans, to our favorite semi-aquatic reptiles, from turtles to alligators. And let's not overlook mammals with a penchant for water wallowing. Fish share the ocean with pinnipeds, like the harbor seal, or the great lumbering northern elephant seal, as well as an array of marine mammals, including dolphins and whales. What's the price of paradise? Being on the menu. Who eats fish? Just about everybody. Yes, there are aquatic herbivores, or plant eaters, from the majestic green sea turtle to the gentle manatee. But for a wide variety of aquatic carnivores, fish make a meal. Even for other fish. Now, you may not think so to look at them, but fish need oxygen to survive, rather than coming to the surface for air. Like the hippo, or the whale, or the turtle, fish are able to take in oxygen underwater. See how a number of fish seem to leave their mouths ajar? From the perspective of our human sensibility, this makes some fish seem perpetually surprised.
Ooh!
Or a bit dumb.
How's it going? Going good?
But if there's one thing that we can learn from the animal kingdom, appearances are deceiving. As far as adaptation goes, fish aren't dumb. They're brilliant. Fish may let their mouths hang open, but for good reason. As the fish swims along, water is taken in, usually in intermittent gulps. This water contains dissolved oxygen. See that flap behind the fish's eye? that seems to open and close like a pressure release valve? That's called an operculum, which is a bony covering over the gills. What are gills? Instead of lungs, fish have gills, which do the same thing that lungs of air-breathing mammals do: absorb oxygen. Water goes in the fish's mouth, flows over the gills, and passes through the gill membranes into the fish's blood. Then the operculum flap pops open, and the deoxygenated water flows out. As simple as, well, breathing. But breathing fish style. Pretty smart, wouldn't you say? Though fish don't have lungs, the typical fish does have many of the body organs found in reptiles, birds, and even mammals. A skeleton provides the internal framework. However spectacular it might be, the brain receives sensory information about the outside world and coordinates the complex movements required for swimming. Fish have muscles and a heart that pumps blood through a network of vessels. Fish also have a digestive system that processes food into nutrients for growth and for repair. Fish have sexual organs for breeding. And many fish have eyes and excellent eyesight. Expressive, alert eyes that never blink. Never blink? That's right, fish don't have eyelids. We blink, as do our primate friends, so that our eyelid-mounted sebaceous glands can moisten our eyes to keep them from drying out. Not much chance of that happening down here, right? Oh, what a wondrous world it is. When we come back to Animal Atlas, we'll learn more about these amazing water dwellers. But first, let's see if you can guess this animal fact. The scientific study of fish is called A. Psychology, B. Entomology, C. Philately, or D. Ichthyology. The answer coming up when we return to Animal Atlas. We're back. Did you guess the right answer to our question? The scientific study of fish is called... The answer is D. Ichthyology. Yes, though it's not an easy word to say, ichthyology is the study of fish. The word ichthys is Greek for fish. As any visitor to an aquarium knows, fish are well worth observing. They're amusing, inspiring, and almost hypnotizing. But ichthyology is far more than just being able to tell the difference between, say, the regal blue-girdled angelfish and the charming clownfish. At aquariums and laboratories around the world, fish are being studied because they can tell us about the state of our planet. Most fish are sensitive to small quantities of bad chemicals in their water, and their illness or disappearance from freshwater lakes and rivers, or from oceans and seas, is a clear indication that the waters are polluted. Remember, the Earth's surface is 71% water, which makes the realm of the fish more than twice the size of the realm of us land-loving humans. Healthy waters mean healthy fish, and healthy fish mean a healthy planet. No, it's not just mammals, birds, and reptiles that rule the animal kingdom. Unsung heroes come in all shapes and sizes. And more than we can name just happen to be fish. Impressed? I know you are. The two largest groups of fish comprise our friends the bony fish, or osteichthyes, and the cartilaginous fish, or chondrichthyes. What's the difference? Among other things, they're skeletons. Bony fish have skeletons made of, you guessed it, bone. While it's cartilage, a hard, fibrous substance that makes up the skeleton of the cartilaginous fish, like the shark. But whether bony or cartilaginous, when looking at fish, its body shape, its mouth location and size, its tail shape, and its color are the things that can tell us where and how the fish lives and how it's adapted to its environment. Take body shape. The ray is a cartilaginous cousin of the shark. Fish, like the ray, that are flat or depressiform, flap their fins up and down when they swim, very much in the manner that a bird flaps its wings. Where do they live? Near the ocean bottom, where their distinctive and adapted body shape is a bottom dweller's dream come true. Rays, like this cownose ray, eat things like clams, oysters, and crabs, prey that can be found on the sea floor. As they forage, rays stir up huge clouds of silt, uncovering delectable edibles as they fly by, water wings flapping. Some sharks, too, like this nurse shark, are bottom dwellers. And though they don't have the extreme badoid shape of the rays, their flattened underside gives away their preference for life at the bottom. Filiform, or long and skinny fish, like eels, tend to slither through the water like the reptiles they resemble. And where's the best place to live when you're this slinky shape? In rocky crevices, of course. Besides looking really thin when viewed from the front. What good is a compressiform shape, like the angelfish has? This body shape is ideal for making quick turns and for quick bursts of speed over short distances. Fish with this shape tend to live where there are many places to hide, such as coral reefs, so that a quick start and death-defying turn ability is all they need to retreat to safety. And this shape? The basic, classic fish shape is tube-like, with a front end that tapers to a point, perfect for slipping smoothly through the water. This is the shape favored by fast swimmers in the open ocean. Marine mammals, too, like the dolphin, have opted for the torpedo shape through adaptation for speed both in and out of the water. We've seen how a fish's open mouth sends oxygen-bearing water across its gills, but the size and location of its mouth can also be a clue to what it eats and where it lives. Fish with large mouths generally eat large pieces of food. Fish with small mouths often eat small items of food, such as plankton or microscopic drifting organisms. A mouth oriented upwards, probably a surface feeder. A mouth in the middle front of its head, we can assume that it feeds on prey directly in front of it. A mouth oriented downward, bottom feeder, like our rays. Or any variety of catfish, from the sucker mouth to the shovel-nosed, find their nourishment where the water meets the road, so to speak. When we come back to Animal Atlas, we'll talk color and tails. But first, let's see if you can guess this next animal fact. A seahorse is A, mollusk. B, fish. C, crustacean. Or D, free-floating coral. Don't go away. The answer coming up right after this on Animal Atlas. We're back. Did you guess the right answer to our question? A seahorse is A. The answer is B, fish. Just hold on a minute. A seahorse is a fish? Yes, it most certainly is. This spectacular-looking fish swims upright, propelled along by its waving dorsal fin. Yes, with its horse's head and monkey's tail, this regal little creature makes us rethink Fishy. But just when you think you've seen it all, along comes one of the largest seahorses. The leafy sea dragon from Australia's seaweed-filled bays. This otherworldly creature certainly doesn't much resemble a classic-looking fish like, say, the Australian lungfish. But the sea dragon is a fish all the same, and proud of it. The starfish is another unusual fish. Ha! Almost had you there, didn't I? No, the starfish, or sea star, is not a fish. These animals are echinoderms, or spiny-skinned invertebrates that live on the ocean floor. They have 5 arms and hundreds of little tube feet that carry them very slowly along the seabed. Starfish is just a descriptive name, not a taxonomically accurate one. Something common in the animal kingdom, just as the seahorse is not a horse. Or the leafy sea dragon is not a dragon. Neither is the prairie dog a dog. Nor does the warthog have warts. Just like the jellyfish is also not a fish. Wait a minute, another fish that's not a fish? That's right. Sea jellies may also be called jellyfish, but they are marine invertebrates more closely related to coral and sea anemones than to fish. There are many types of sea jellies, but most share some similar characteristics. They have soft bodies and long, stinging tentacles that they use to catch their prey, which can be anything from microscopic plankton to fish. And who might eat the jellies? Fish. The undersea world may not be dog eat dog, but it certainly is fish eat fish, with some notable exceptions. Other sea creatures who are not fish include the octopus, a solitary 8-armed mollusk that lives on the ocean floor, and a number of familiar-looking crustaceans, like shrimp, lobsters, and crabs. Crustaceans are a group of invertebrates, which are animals that lack a backbone, like our octopus, the mollusk, or our sea jellies, or the sea anemone. Fish, remember, do have backbones. Crustaceans mainly live in water, though some live on land. Who's the most numerous animal in the ocean? No, not fish. Crustaceans. Really? Crustaceans, besides being invertebrates, are also arthropods, the most numerous kind of animal on Earth. Who else is an arthropod? Or an animal with a segmented body and jointed legs? Insects, of course. Side by side, it's easy to see the family resemblance. And once you know what to look for, most crustaceans are easy to recognize. For one thing, they have a hard exoskeleton made of calcium. They also have a head with 2 compound eyes, 2 pairs of antennae, and 3 pairs of mouth parts. Fish, crustacean. No mistake about that. Then what's distinctly fishy on fish? Fins, of course. And in the world of fish, there's nothing more astonishing than an array of fins. From the beautiful to the practical. Fins come in all shapes and sizes, just like fish. Fish have 2 main types of fins. The first is paired, or 1 on each side of the body, like the pectoral fins. Pectoral means pertaining to the chest, so pectoral fins can be found where our chest would be if we were fish. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying if. Likewise, paired pelvic fins, which means the area below the waist, are near the fish's belly. These paired fins are used for steering and maneuvering. But paired fins aren't the only fins on a fish, no. There are median or unpaired fins too. First, there's the dorsal fin, riding high atop our vertebrate's backbone. And some fish, not content with only 1, have 2 dorsal fins, and even as many as 3. Another median fin is the anal fin, which is way back and under. And the caudal fin, which most of us call the tail fin. The dorsal and anal fins give the fish stability in the water, in the same way that a keel in a sailboat does. While in most species, the tail provides the muscle power for propelling the fish forward, not all fish are tail-powered, as we've seen. But most definitely are. And then there's color. Wow! Yes, fish from cooler waters, and those living in the open ocean, admittedly have more muted colors and patterns than their tropical counterparts. But a dull palette is excellent camouflage in dark waters. Without a muted tone, a fish could end up as a meal for any number of fish-eating predators. Yet, even in colder waters, a number of fish have countershading, a darker back and a paler belly. Viewed from above, the fish disappears into the darkness of the depths. Viewed from below, the fish disappears against the blaze of daylight. Win-win for the fish. But in the coral reef, fish have gone riotous with color. Colors like these allow the fish to blend in with their colorful environment. When you live in this neighborhood, fishy gray doesn't cut it. All these spots, stripes, and patches further help to break up a fish's outline, confusing predators, and entertaining anyone who is lucky enough to be privy to the magical underwater world of fish. Ha! And you thought fish were just a meal. Down here, fish rule. For more fun animal facts and news, visit our website at animalatlas.tv.
The internet, you say?
See you there. Don't go away. Animal Atlas will be right back. Until next time on Animal Atlas.
I need to have that fixed.
Yeah, I caught a fish this big. So what?
Man, do I need sunscreen.
Cold, 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 cold. Ah, that's better.
Are you looking at me?
Watch it! I'm swimming! Oh, Grace! Where's my soda?
Mom? No. Mom? No. Mom? No.
Once again, we've traveled the globe from North and South America to Africa and Asia to Australia and every fascinating place in between. We've met all kinds of incredible animals and learned some important facts about their ability to survive and flourish on our planet. And with our help, we'll make sure they're around for a long time to come. Join us next week for another amazing adventure on Animal Atlas.